Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. JC here. And here we are, staring at the home part of the base. Ow! Things to note before we continue. There are now 2 mods installed on this. One allows me to zoom out very, very far. Got a tiny little base, haven't we? Look at it. And then look at all the nasty, horrible, slimy muckiness all around me. Yeah. Not nice. But what we do have, some other things. No. And the other mod is a better gas overlay. You can actually see what's where by its colour. That's nice. So that's the mods. Now, time to explain this little gem of a system. Now, of course, what we have, got the pump, always pumping through this, through the sieve, and then feeding into here. As you can see, it's feeding it in, so it's pre-killing some of the germs. That's not its main purpose. It's so that this can always run, because this can pump out more than this can actually filter. And it's all to do with the timing. So if you've got a nice buffer sitting there, you can make full use of your fill cycle. So what you've got, this is the important one that kills all the germs. As you can see, it's on its fill cycle at the moment. What we've got is we've got a clock. Now these clocks are very strange. They run on they're a percentage of the cycle, and as the cycles run counterclockwise, it's percentage around the cycle, and then how long of the cycle it is active for. So this is on right at the very start, or 1% of the cycle. I think that's like 3 or 6 seconds. I can't remember. Guystorm does a much better job of explaining these and this whole entire system because of his design. So check out his video for better instructions on this. But that is connected to a liquid shutoff, and all that does, and that's also connected to the clean water tank. Now, the whole purpose of this one is to put some clean water inside this liquid pipe that goes from the output of here to this shutoff valve. The reason for that is liquids inside a pipe cannot be scrubbed by chlorine. If they're inside this building or this tank, the germs get scrubbed by the chlorine, but not when they're inside the pipe. So what you do is you put some nice clean water into that pipe, filling up the pipe and part of this. Then this next one activates, which is activation 2%, and its duration is for 27% of the cycle. That's the fill. So it takes from this reservoir here and dumps it in. Germy water, all that nastiness. But the key thing is that this part of the pipe will forever be clean. That's what the whole purpose of the first part is. Clean everything inside here. This is all germy water. Then there's a gap between this one and this one. That's the cleaning cycle. And then obviously once you get round to here, this will be completely germ free, and it's the pump out cycle. It's totally automated, whereas the other system you have to flick switches and stuff manually. So, I'm going to let this go on for a bit. Here's the filling cycle. You can see it's still filling. I'm still working through the backlog. It was right up here. But there we go. It's finally emptied the tank. That's what you want. You don't want it sitting there because it breeds germs like crazy. And there we go. Everything's shut off and the germs are getting murdered. As you can see, because I'm pre-doing the germs here, you don't really need as much time, but better safe than sorry. Because I wasted 2 hours when I got to this stage between the episodes because I had a momentary power outage and all hell went loose, and uncleaned, the germy water eventually got pumped out and the entire tank got polluted. Yep, that was 2 hours down the drain. So yeah, make sure it's 100% done and working. As you can see, we're already here and it's already cleaned it all. It won't pump out until here, and it's the last part of the day. Finishes pumping out, it's completely emptied, and then it restocks and starts the cycle all over again. Meanwhile, now the contents over here is 100% cleaned. As long as nothing else gets dumped in here, not the next cycle but the cycle after, nothing new gets added. It's already cleaned. It's just there's polluted water in the pipe, ready to go in. There you go. Now outputting. It'll just drip there. Lovely. I am also, at this current moment in time, emptying this. That bottle empty doesn't really need to be here, does it? Deconstruct that. And I would like all of this mopped. I slapped in some extra storage because everywhere was getting full. Full of everything, all the storage. Animals. Right, yes, that's my research is for this stage. Over here. All the critters. But, yeah, it stopped and then... Right. It's still doing this, which means... There you go. 10 kilograms. A pipe can hold 10 kilograms. That's fine. It'll just... Now that will... There you go. And then it'll fill up the pipes and then this. But yeah, there's a tiny amount of germs that was in the pipe. Now, there's no new germs being added. Because this reservoir is completely germ-free already. That now means that the pipe is now completely germ-free. The thing to remember with germs is that although they're being purged by the chlorine, it's just reducing their they have got half-life. So as you kill more and more and more of them, the smaller the number gets, the longer it takes to kill it off. You have to take that into allowance when if you're trying to do a really tight timings. Take into account that it may take slightly longer than you think it's going to take. Just going to be like that. So, next thing to illustrate is the power. I have all these jumbo batteries just for lots of storage, and then the smart batteries. Yeah, because the smart batteries got much less storage capacity than the main ones, these ones don't actually ever really get fully filled. But the way this works is it will send an on or off signal, much like the timers do, a green or red on and off. So we'll take it for this example. When the battery power in this battery goes below 25%, it'll turn on that coal generator, and it will turn it off when its battery reaches 95%. This one is set to a lower 20%, just so you don't have them both on. You only kick in an extra one if you need it. These are transformers, so you can use the big heavy watt wires, which can take 20 kilowatts, whereas the normal wires can only take 1 kilowatt. And the transformers take the big wire down to the small ones. Go. Nice. Now then, full steam vent is filling up with water. Yeah, that is an issue for me, really. Does mean this area might get flooded. I'll have to rejig this. Pull it in slightly higher and then have a ladder down. Put the pump in. Basically, I'm going to be using this water because it's an unlimited free supply of water to run the next project, which is this. This will be a hydrogen trap in here. So I'll go across from using oxygen diffusers and algae to water using an electrolyzer, which produces oxygen and hydrogen. The hydrogen to make power. So it's not going to be wasted, but you do need to sort of trap it. It does also mean that this is a perfect area to put in a Draco farm. But that's later. I've got to get the hatches done first. Now to explain, this will be the incubation room once I put the incubators in. This will be the main one for the coal generating hatches, and this smaller one will be for a small number of smooth hatches that take in raw metal ore and excrete the refined metals. It is more efficient than the brute force, but not as good as the one that follows it. But if you just feed them a small amount, it'll keep you going for most of the stuff you need to do. It's quite nice. Now then, I think I kept this... Did I keep hold of this for a reason? I'm not sure. Oh, groom effect duration, yes. Somebody who's actually really good at grooming, but I needed somebody who's good at cooking. Do I take the grooming person, or do I stick with the one person I've got who's got very, very low grooming skill? It would just take longer for them to become tame, that's all. Well, it's also a mouth breather, so it's increased air consumption. That's not really something you ever really... So, I'm going to reject all of them. Yep. Thanks for that, but not this time. I have come to the conclusion. Seeds do not plant themselves anymore. I think you need a critter for that. You need like this kind of weird cat-like creature. Haven't come across them yet, but they plant seeds. So what you do is come across and plant that seed there. Because the main reason is I want to get rid of these, because they reduce decor in the area, not increase it. Whereas every other plant increases decor in the area. It's just like, yeah, no, they're worsening the effect of this area. But to keep it going as the room I want it as, the nature reserve, you have to have at least 4 wild plants. That means you can't put in a farm tile or a planter box or anything like that, because they become domesticated. Which is not handy. Not handy at all. Ah, right, yes, I've got a carbon skimmer. The CO2 is getting a wee bit high. And I'd rather skim it all the way back down to here. So, what I'm going to do is we're going to do the plumbing. Going to need a bit of input. Take it from there into that one. Now I've got to figure out how I'm going to get... Okay, no, it's fine. go follow that. Up there. Across there. Might as well just go straight across that. I could go down, across, up. And drop it into that tank, just to be on the safe side. Oh wait, no, can't drop it into that tank. My bad. Can't drop it in that tank, because it's dirty water. No, I have to drop it into this tank. Reason why I deconstructed that, because I now want a liquid vent there. I think that one's got plumbing. Yes, that produces clean water. Oh, that produces dirty water as well. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh my god, I'm making all the mistakes now, aren't I? That has to go up. And into there, and then I go deconstruct that pipe. Good job I turned that off. Otherwise I'd be making an absolute mess. Ah yes, I'm moving this stuff as well. I'm going to copy the settings across to there. Deconstruct that. God, that polluted dirt's got lots of food poisoning. Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll get it done. Ah, you need to be on a 6. Let's put you on a 5, so they'll use this one first. I want to get rid of that one. Because in essence, I want to get rid of most of this stuff so that I can turn it into a another bedroom. I'm going to turn this area into another bedroom. How are they doing over here? They're not. Okie dokie, peeps. I'd like all of this done now, please. We're waiting on you. Luckily enough, the plants are on a 6 as well, so they get done first. Tell you what, let's put that onto a 7. Putting things away is a much higher priority. I don't want it just sitting around. Preferably. Well, it's night time now anyway, so tough if you wanted something. There you go. See, I put this in, but there's nobody to run it. I don't have a cook yet. I mean, once I get a cook, we've got omelettes, bristleberries, barbecue, all this kind of stuff. And most of these are perfectly fine. They're actually used later on for another one, but that requires natural gas. Yeah. So, can we possibly get things done? You know what? I'm just going to deconstruct it. I'll just shove the extra stuff back in there and it'll get dealt with by this one. And if you're wondering how the hell are they going to get down here while still cleaning, I've already thought of that. There'll be a ladder. Wall's going to come here. They'll just have a ladder down this part of it. They'll access it from in here. The advantage is, although all of this stuff around here is all slime, which I'm going to be ripping out because I want to put something in this area. Slime by itself is not that much of an issue. It's when the slime has slime lung. That's when the issue pops up. So, for the most part, as long as we don't go near any of that stuff, we can still deconstruct this entire area and use it as a dirty great big Dreco farm. My intention. I may very well move this over. I've only placed that in, I haven't let them start on it, so it is basically just provisional. But yeah, once that's gone, I can probably put it up more centrally. Maybe even higher. Ooh. Which would be nice. Oh, they're getting on with it. Good. I mean, they should be able to get rid of that by coming over here. Well, once they eventually get across there. Immaterial. They'll get around to it. Now then, this is the hatch area. So what I want hatchling. If I can, I want sedimentary rock. This is going to be a smooth hatch. Copper ore. Now then, to set these up, what you want is you want one of them set to 0, and you set it to a full-grown hatch. You set this, and you want to auto-wrangle surplus. Here, you just want hatchling. Once I get the subtypes, I can select them. But you just want them put here, because if they find a hatchling out in the wild and you wrangle it, it'll get dumped off in here. This not active yet. That's going to be like probably 3. You don't want many of them because they will chew through your copper supply. You don't want that. Right. So what happens is they'll grow as soon as the hatchling becomes a full-grown hatch. It will hit this condition, which I want 0 in here. It'll get wrangled and sent off to either here or here, depending on what type it is. Depending on what type it is, it'll get dumped into one of the 2 rooms. If there's no room, then yes, I'll be making like a kill pit somewhere where we just off the excess for meat. Grim, I know, but hey, it is necessary. Now a stables. It is now a stables. That's the stables. That's good. I need to do the same sort of thing in here. Ah, here we go. We've got incubators, which requires refined metal. Oh, lovely. Alright, it requires 200. Let's have 1 incubator for now. Need 3 because I've already got 500 of it. Right, well that's an incubator for there. That's for incubating eggs. That just speeds the process up. They can naturally incubate, it just takes forever. So, what we're going to put in is we're going to have a feeding station, drop off, and you come across the stations, and we put in a grooming station. What I'm going to do is just to make this easy, I'm just going to put in a ladder there. There we go. They put that in, dig that out, done. I don't have to worry about it. I can now just put in a tile. Now, thing is, we look at this. Now, why am I trying to put sedimentary rock in these things, which I don't have a lot of? Right. Well, the reason for that is you have a hatching egg, stone, and a sage. Well, we don't want sage. Here's a sage hatch. It eats dirt. Diet, dirt, slime, algae, fertilizer. Yeah. Pretty much everything you can think of it'll eat. And it excretes coal. So that's for turning dirt into coal or something. Well, okay. That's all well and good. But we've got normal hatches. They've got a whole load of stuff. But there's these other ones. There's stone and smooth hatches. Stone hatches, they eat rock. You can also feed them that to turn them. But you don't really want to do that. You could feed them the raw ores, you'll still just get coal. What you want is smooth ones. They eat the raw ore and then they excrete the refined variant of it. Very nice. Very handy. But they are a variant of the stone hatch. You've got to get stone hatches first before you can get the smooth ones. Right. Why would that be an issue? Well, you hover over stone hatchling egg. Currently, it is a 2% chance. This critter has a 2% chance of laying a stone hatchling egg. Right. This probability increases when the creature eats sedimentary rock. Why I want to feed them sedimentary rock? Only issue is I can't find any. Because sedimentary rock happens to hide in areas like this. The problem with areas like this is they're germ-infested hellholes. Luckily, compared to earlier versions of the game, where slime lung used to spread to nearby tiles, they don't. You can go right up against this, no problems, none whatsoever. Bit annoying, but you know. Now, once they become and start having stone hatches, well, you're fine then. Feed them whatever, you can feed them igneous rock, which is like abundant as all hell. Sedimentary, yeah, it's not so easy to get your hands on. A little bit there, a little bit there. From biome now. Yeah, you see, it's not that easy to find the damn stuff. Especially when it's night time. Can't see diddly squat. Oh, there's naff all on that circuit. That's right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go, you can also be powered by that circuit. There you go. And turned off. I don't have anybody yet. All these hatches I want to start grabbing, start using, but I can't. I haven't finished the room yet. Come along, you lot. Oh, apparently I'm not actually generating enough oxygen now. Well, what am I lacking by? Tiny amount. That's fine. Okay. Well, we got some achievements. What have we got? Okay. I have at least one toilet and I have at least one toilet in the colony and a bed for every duplicate. So, automation. Automate buildings. Well, that was with the water filtration. And hatch a new critter. Hatch a new critter morph from an egg. That must have been a wild one because it wasn't me. Oh, a critter sensor. That's nice. Oh, we got some new. Got a new printable. What have we got? They're not good at cooking. Can't do digging. Increased medicine. Okay. That would work. Mostly be doing cooking, but also has interests in other useful things, and also can do medicine, which is probably going to be handy eventually, because I'll inevitably mess something up. But we're going to have you. We're going to have an extra person to run around the place like a headless chicken. Right. First things first. You automatically come with a skill. Yes. I need you, funnily enough, working on cooking. Please work the cooker. We have nobody else who does it. Well, your cuisine skill is now 3. Yeah, it's not going to be that good, but hey, better than nothing. What we're now going to do is going to set up this person's priority. You can have an increase on doctoring, but have that. Your main priority is cooking, and then you can have standard across the board. Right, there we go. Lovely. Perfect. Go visit that. Get your brain rewritten. Stick your hat on. Yeah, so happy about having a hat. Oh, that means I can turn this on. Please enable this. This is important because we now have a cook. We can now do cookie things. Ah, yes. Ooh. That was the special one. A Pufflet Prince egg. Right. Now, interesting. Something is making a more for you. Going, look, we've got things that you can make. Cycle through all of these. No more annoying noises, please. Thank you. Oh my god. 2 new achievements? I thought I did them all. I did. No, I've done them now. Thank you. Oh, it's just my bad. Being an idiot. Right. Once this has been processed enough, I should explain what I'm making. Now then, currently making bristleberries. Right, ingredients. A bristleberry. 1,600 calories. A gal. That is one bristleberry. Once it's been cooked, its quality goes up by 1. But also, more importantly, it produces more food for them, so they stay happier for longer, I guess. Something like that. You're basically increasing its food value just by cooking it. Plus, of course, later on, you can combine a bristleberry with pinch of pepper nuts to create a high-quality meal for them, and they'll really like that. Hence why I've left the an area. We're also making omelets with the raw eggs that we have in storage. And that's a nice meal for them. That's what's going to happen to excess hatch eggs. Or eggs in general just get cracked. But, as I was saying, over here we've got wild pinch of pepper nuts that I've set up. Because I've got the water gate in there, they just run in, grab it, get out. I will set it up so I can gain access to these others and murder that morb. Morbs are nasty, horrible, must be murdered. They have no use. In reality, they are useless. Right. Put that in there. And I actually tell them to dig that chunk out. Oh, there's a balm lily underneath it, but oh well. I mean, balm lilies will be useful for later on when I start producing medicine, should I ever bother. But for the most part, meh. Right, auto-harvest. I want to auto-harvest that, and that one. I might be able to dig that out and allow it to grow. That one. And that one. There. I only wish to auto-harvest. Doomed. Yep. Let's dig that out. Might be able to reach that. We'll have to see. But there we go. Right, I've given them some more jobs to do all the way over here at like priority 5. Okay, here we go. That out as well. Let's reprioritize some of this stuff so we can actually get this done. Right, sweep to storage. All of that. Oh wow, they've been doing that. Oh. Oh dear. This is what happens. You take your eye off. At least they're in an oxygen environment. Okay, right, deconstruct. Deconstruct that. And that. Still can't get out, can you? Okie dokie. Right. Place those two in. And I wish this to be the highest priority possible. Get it done. Now. Right, you're out now. Right, cancel that. Okay, Muppets. Stop it. You can deconstruct those. Those two are there. Right, likelihood is, if I tell them to redo these, put those tiles back in, hopefully they'll do them from the inside. Well, actually, they will do them from the inside because they can't get down there anymore. But there you go. I almost lost the person because of, well, pathing. It's not raw. Yeah, have a duplicate cook a meal. Yep. That's cool. You can click on them to get more information. That's nice, but oh, there we go. Right. Come on, you lot. Been talking all this time, and it's just like, oh, feels as if nothing's got done. Well, this is being drained quite nicely because I actually want all of this water in here. Then I can actually use this space for something other than an access route down into this water, which will then be fed all the way up to here to produce the next batch of things. They do take a while to get anything done. The only problem I've found, yes, there's only 5 of them, so things take a while, but just I mean, these are on priority 6, and they're not doing them. They'd rather clean up and stuff. It's like, okay. No, it's fine. It's fine. Just carry on regardless. I think I do need to run an extra power line. Probably from this one. Ah, that's convenient. Into there. That's been turned off, that's fine. All it will run this little lot up here. What I will do is I will that. Eventually I'll get rid of that battery. And this is the line that will run this little lot up here. Making funny noises as things and resources become available, I assume. Right, this one, now it's been built. Hatch. Sedimentary rock. Done! Hey! Now they've suddenly gotten around to it. You know, magically found their supply of round to it. As you do. You know. So, I can clean that up, and I can set this. Now, 1 second, I need to check. This is a room size of 90. Instead of 96. Okay. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Convenient, that. The amount of tiles I've left behind. There. That will now be a full-size room. A full-size room can safely support 7. There we go. That will support 7 hatches. So what I can now do is until I can actually do that. I want to put sedimentary rock in there, but we'll put sandstone as well. I don't have any. Let's why that's appeared as a stone hatch. Is there a stone hatch around here somewhere? It'd only give me those options if there was a stone hatch, I think. But anyway, turn that off. We've got normal hatches. And I need to give them sandstone for now. Unfortunately, just sandstone. I'm messing things up. Hold on. There we go. Sandstone. You. Turn that off. Turn that off. There. And we'll check these guys as well. There. There we go. Sandstone. I've got lots of sandstone. I don't have much in the way of sedimentary rock. Until I can find some more, it'll have to be as normal hatches. So, before we end, going to set one of these wrangled, like stupidly high priority, and then the rest can just be normal priority. Grab these hatches. They've been walking around for far too long. Let's put them where they belong. In a safe, nice, controlled environment where we can look after them and collect the coal. Right, somebody's going to come along. What are you doing? Aha! You are... They're going to wrangle the hatch. Right, what I need to do now... Go back to normal speed. There you are. Here is the wrangling process. They just fire lots of rope at them. But the end result is that. Somebody will eventually come along and move them. But for the time being, apparently they're going to be wrangled first and then carried to the location. Oh, auto-wrangle surplus. I will need a sort of storage bin as such for the surplus. But for the time being, I don't have to worry about that. Can somebody... Oh, no, they are being delivered. There you go. One just got delivered. Bag them. Pick it up. And unbag them there. Oh, they are eating it. It's just it's not being stocked very quickly. That got priority for some reason. Oh, I do need to make sure are storing, yeah, bristle and gristleberries. So they are actually storing them. That's nice. Next, before I finish the episode, because we are actually over time already, I need to turn off bristleberries, because you now have a supply of gristleberries. Eat those instead. Thank you very much. Good, good. Right. I'm going to stick it back up to full speed. We've seen what we need to see. So, that's this episode dealt with. I explained what was going on, and we got the hatch area set up. I will need to put in, like, maybe up here, a small little kill pit. Small little, tiny little room. You don't feed them, just a drop-off point. I would normally put it up here, but, no. Just no. I mean, I could put it off the end of the kitchen area, actually. Extend that along to the end of this row. And just stick in a small pit down there. Pick them up. Have to go all the way along, round. Yeah, it's not the best idea, but... Then again, I could just put it in here. I'm not using this space. The kill pit up there. Because I've got to have the ladder up there for them to get up there. So I could use this space here. But apparently that is actually unreachable. So we'll deal with that next time. So, with that all said, thank you for watching. And until next time, this is JC, out.